maybe a few words about me. Games have always been very close to me ever since I can remember. The moment I could sit up straight, I was found in front of a console. And later on, I moved over to PC gaming, participated at the ESWC in 2007. That's the Electronic Sports World Cup. For, if someone knows, does someone know? No? All right. In Counter-Strike 1.6. And it was always a dream of mine to be able to dive into my favorite game, to fully immerse in them. And you guys are making it possible, because we're slowly getting there. And I mean, I quit professional gaming a while ago, but to be honest, I can't really let go of games. But today I'm allowed to call myself an esports host and esports journalist, and seeing VR also make its way into this field is very exciting. But of course, VR is not only about games, it's much more, and you all know that. And I mean, we learned a lot today about what is going on in VR, MR, AR, XR, or whatever reality you prefer in 2017. And we're here to celebrate the best of the best. But before we begin, I'd like to give a warm welcome to our very special guests, to Helge Jürgens and Ina Göring from MEDIENBOARD Berlin-Brandenburg, to Stefan Schindler from the Virtual Reality Association Berlin-Brandenburg, who hosted today's conference. Thank you very much. To Michael Liebe from Booster Space, who produced the event, as well as to all speakers and panelists who shared their expertise at today's conference. And of course, a warm welcome to all of you, over 400 experts in their field. So thank you very much for being here with me tonight. The VR Now Awards were handed out in 2016 as the first standalone prize, as the first standalone award in Germany, exclusively dedicated to virtual reality. And 1 year later, we're back with double the amount of submissions, with a huge team behind it, with an international team, with an interdisciplinary team, so a lot of experts from all around the globe. And 2017 has proven many critics wrong. VR is not in a crisis. VR is more popular than ever. So, and now is the time to show the world this awesomeness. And the goal of the VR Now Awards is very simple, actually, to celebrate technical, business, and artistic, and also journalistic achievements in virtual reality. That is, to give visibility to VR projects that encourage us to question familiar processes day in, day out. And this year, we run the show in 4 different categories in order to better acknowledge the differences between, of course, the goals on entertainment or the impact of artistic expression. And so the categories are the VR Tech Award for the most technically advanced virtual reality project, tool, service, hardware, or technique. The VR Industry Award for the best demonstration of the marketing or business power of VR. The VR Impact Award, presented by InVR Space, for projects aimed at making difference through journalism or artistic expression. The VR Entertainment Award for the most outstanding and fun experience, including interactive, story-driven, or experimental formats. And of course, the one we've been all waiting for, the VR Now Grand Prize for the best and most innovative virtual reality project of the year, selected from all the nominees. A big round of applause for that. So before getting the actual award show on the road, let's talk a little about how we actually found our winners. So the VR Now Awards were voted upon in 2 phases. The first one of jury experts reviewed the submissions, and then a second, and decided on the nominees, and then the second jury actually voted on the award winners. And it's not that the first jury is better than the second. No, they're all experts, and of course they're all deserving to be the first jury in the sense of the word. But there were so many submissions that we had no chance, and so we had to split the workload. And our first jury for the VR Now Awards consisted of Carl White, of Shongor Barani, sorry for butchering your name, Dennis Kogel, Ina Göring, Jim Rüggenberger, Kimo Quintons, Nicole Locks, and Ranjin Katrina Harami, Sarah Lisa Vogel, Verena Nagel. Big round of applause for all our jury members. Sorry guys, I have to take a sip of water. And of course, our second jury, we had Chris Sibley, Christiane Wittebecher, Istvan Tanjai, Kurt Sagatz, Rebecca Liu, Mathis Wouter-Noll, and Sönke Kirchhoff. Members of this round are experts from distinguished companies and institutions coming to Potsdam from all over the globe. So it's indeed a truly international jury. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for sitting down yesterday even to decide on our winners. And of course for reviewing all the awesome work you all did in our submissions, of course. So, to get a better sense of the review process, I'd like to invite Thomas Bedenk, head of VR from Exozet, to the stage to have a quick chat about, I mean, jury always sounds fancy, and they're supposed to be like experts. Are they really experts?
Of course. I mean, we had a fantastic jury, the pre-jury as well as the final jury, and we just had the meeting yesterday, and it was really interesting conversations because there were so many backgrounds. We had people from China, US, all over the world really, and they all brought a really interesting aspect to the jury and to the judging process, and there were some really interesting discussion that I can't go into, but I can say it wasn't an easy decision.
I mean, you've been part of the jury last year, and you helped out this year as well. Can you quickly take us through the part from submission to award?
Of course, you mentioned part of it, but of course there's always the call for submissions, people from all around the world really, because we even have Google and other submissions are collected, and a pre-jury goes through every single submission. This year we separated the pre-juries per category. Last year we had it all combined, and they go through every submission and select the most promising candidates. And then the final jury meets and has the opportunity to try all the submitted experiences, with one tricky aspect being the location-based, and it's kind of ironic being in virtual reality. You think everything is digital, but then you still have to walk to Munich, to Nuremberg, and really screen all the different submissions.
And everyone can take part.
Yeah, it's completely open, and we doubled the submissions, and I'm pretty sure we'll double the submissions next year again.
I'm looking forward to that. So what makes the VR Now Awards so special?
I think, and I've been in a lot of different juries, and I've seen a lot of awards. I think what makes it really special, it's from experts to experts, and it's not so much a political discussion. Every award has to kind of shape its path and make a decision on what do we stand for. And I think here we have a truly expert jury that it intensely looks at the submissions and tries to find the best out of the pool. And I think that's really unique. Also combined with this award being only about VR. There are a lot of VRs, a lot of games VRs, a lot of interactive and movie 360 awards, but this is solely for virtual reality. And what's also interesting that it features the different categories, because else it would be impossible to compare those submissions.
Absolutely. So where are we heading? I mean, what has the future in store for VR? I mean, VR already made it to the Oscars, so we're getting somewhere.
I think this is VR Now, and we try to focus on what's happening very soon. And but of course, if we take one further step, I think VR will revolutionize the world, and we had so many interesting discussions about so many things that we have to be responsible about, but also so much possibilities and opportunities, and I think the VR truly has the potential to change the world.
All right, I mean, those are fantastic closing words. So thank you very much, Thomas Bedenk from XOZ. And thank you. One last important thing before we get started. On behalf of the host of the event, the VR Association in Berlin-Brandenburg, we'd like to throw out some shout-outs to friends and partners. First and foremost, to all the brave creators and thinkers who submitted their exciting projects to the VR Now Awards. That's, I think, some of you. So thank you for that. MEDIENBOARD Berlin-Brandenburg for the generous funding. All the members of the VR Association Berlin-Brandenburg. Special thanks to Audi City Berlin and Illusion Walk for a fantastic speakers dinner last night. And to Audi for the shuttle service for our speakers. Booster Space for producing and organizing the event. Slice for the animations and the video documentation of the event. InVR Space for sponsoring the Impact Awards, as well as for the technical support enabling the jury sessions and the exhibition setup. Cluster ICT, Media and Creative Industries for their support. And the exhibitors, partners and believers who brought VRCon to life. Thank you. And now, to present the first award of the evening, I'd like to welcome to the stage Markus Kühne, Strategy Lead Immersive Technology at Audi. Big round of applause. All right. No, either this or the podium, whatever you like.
That's great.
All right. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. So, yeah, it's an honor for me, of course, to present, especially in this category, VR technology today, the nominees, and hopefully also the winner. For me, it's very touching to see the whole community be part here with you guys and spend time. And I'm really happy if I talk about technology. Of course, I have a special relationship to that. And I'm personally really thrilled if I see the nominees. It's not anymore the base technology. We're talking about advanced technologies, which gives you a chance to see all interesting places in the world, or which give people a chance to have common experiences and so on. And so I'm really happy to be on the stage and proud to show it to you guys afterwards. So yeah, please, the nominees. So, ladies and gentlemen, and the winner.
No, that's the winner.
The winner is
Holodeck VR by Holodeck VR. So Markus Kühne, thank you very much. The winners of the award sadly couldn't be here, but thank you for taking it away from me. Like, we have a lot more. Okay, so the winner sadly couldn't be here, but we have a video message from China. So let's have a look. Florian Karls sent us a video, so let's see what he has to say.
Hello everyone, and many greetings from Beijing. Holodeck VR is very excited to receive the Tech Award at VR Now today, and about the possibilities that this new technology can bring to multi-user and large-scale VR that we can experience together. We're looking for people, creatives, developers, location owners, just like you, who are interested in trying out this new technology, and just contact us by email or through LinkedIn, and let's see what worlds we can create together.
All right. Thank you, Florian. Big round of applause for Holodeck VR. Next, we've got our VR Industry Award demonstrating the business power of virtual reality. So please welcome on stage Dan Kipp, founder of XR Base Fund. Where is he? Oh, all the way in the back. So the stage is yours.
Hi. Well, that's a surprise. I was not expecting that at all, but yeah, well, so let me say the Industry Award. Let me just start with saying we talked about the industry today, the European landscape, a lot in all the talks and all the panels. And I think all of us, the previous guys, Holodeck VR, they were pitching for capital at an investor event I threw just last week. And I'm very proud to say that we are trying to grow the industry by providing capital. But not only that, events like this are also helping to grow the European industry and to make a stand for all of us. So I'm actually proud to present the next award. Come up with the award, please, then.
No, the nominees first. You're allowed to announce the nominees.
Ah.
We should have briefed him beforehand, but
you
well.
Definitely should have. Definitely. Because
we'll
I don't have
live.
the envelope with the nominees, actually.
So let's do it together. Let's have a closer look on all the nominees for the VR Industry Award.
Perfect. Thanks for the help. And the nominees are Hologate by Hologate, which is in Munich, and I can tell you personally, I've played a couple times, 3 times 10 minutes, and you're beat after playing this. It's a really good location-based VR. The next nominee is LISM Simulator für Turmdrehkrane. Und ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch reden, nicht ganz gut, aber ich glaube, das ist bei Stoll Fungati GmbH.
Perfect.
Danke. And the next one is VR Speech Recognition Level Editor by Clemens Reckford. This is actually the one I didn't try myself.
Makro.
It looks actually really...
Dreh dich zufällig Y.
Thanks. Can we go on to like picking the winner? I'm very curious.
You have the envelope.
Because I don't know myself, obviously, as well as you can see. Let's see. So it's a surprise for us all.
No, that's the, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. And the winner is, of the Industry Award, the LISM Simulator für Turmdrehkrane. Please come up, guys. Are you on stage? Good, congratulations.
This is your award, and the podium is yours.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Thanks, guys.
Wow. So first of all, thanks to VR Now for this award, and I am also thankful to the jury for choosing LISM Simulator as the winner. And yeah, we really appreciate this award. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Big round of applause. So our third award, the new VR Impact Award, which acknowledges projects aimed at making a difference through journalism or artistic expression. This award is presented by InVR Space, a successful VR all-rounder based in Kreuzberg. Our presenter is their CEO, Sönke Kirchhoff, and main jury member. Sönke, come up on stage. All right, Sönke, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Actually, we at InVR Space, we would say care a lot about what kind of impact projects have that we work on, but as well the projects we see somewhere in the world, made in VR as a 360 video or as a more gamification project. So we are pretty sure that virtual reality has in general an impact on society and how we perceive this kind of medium. Impact can be defined differently, that's for sure, and that's something we discussed in the jury. It can be about social aspects, about economical aspects, about ecological aspects, of course, about environmental aspects, conservation, not conversation, conservation of culture, heritage, architecture, etc., medical and healthcare, many, many more aspects. So in the jury, we discussed and decided that this award should be dedicated to a project that covers at least one of these points. And the nominees are...
Lara tuvo un accidente de bicicleta que se fracturó la octava vértebra dorsal. Nos pusimos a estudiar diferentes alternativas terapéuticas y encontramos que en la realidad virtual existía un método pionero de intervención. Fuimos testigos de cómo había una pequeña actividad, muy pequeña actividad muscular, pero tremendamente esperanzadora.
The rate that temperature is increasing on the planet is unlike anything that these trees have experienced in the past.
And as tough and resilient as these trees are, every organism has a limit and a threshold beyond which they can't survive.
So, the winner is...
Drum roll. Drum roll.
Oh, yeah. Drum roll.
Drum roll.
It's Foreign Method by The Rain.
Nos pusimos a estudiar diferentes alternativas terapéuticas y encontramos que en la realidad virtual existía un método pionero de intervención. Comenzamos con unos vídeos muy caseros y unas gafas de realidad virtual donde ella veía sus propias piernas.
I'm so excited, and I cannot speak this English so well, but I will try to explain my emotion. Foreign Methods was born to create impact. We really want to improve the quality of the life of people that have suffered a stroke or multiple sclerosis or trauma. And we want to do in the best way possible, and we need to trick the brain. And for that, we found the most powerful tool that the human being have never created to trick the brain, that this is virtual reality. And that is the reason we are here today for celebrate virtual reality, because virtual reality is the answer of many problems. Thank you so much.
All right, the final award before the grand prize is the VR Entertainment Award for the most outstanding and fun experience. So I'd like to welcome on stage Ian Forrester from VR Playhouse to present it.
Hi, thanks. Hello. Thanks so much for having me. This is my first time in Berlin. It's been wonderful to meet the community here. This has been an incredible event, one of the best conferences I've attended. And I just want to thank you all for welcoming me and for having me here to present the award. As we know, VR presents many possibilities, and probably the most fun one is entertainment. It's probably, I would say, call it the gateway drug of virtual reality. Really brings us in. So without waiting any further, here are the nominees.
you tired of the same old boring reality day in and day out? Well, now you can strap this box to your face and experience the lives of your favorite Rick and Morty characters! It's Rick and Morty VR! It's got throwing things!
Whoa, what is this, Rick? It looks like some sort of crazy video game about us or something.
And the winner is Huxley by Exit VR.
So, first, thank you. So, I remember last year, I think some people were here, I know, some people know that we had the Void here, and they had a big presentation about they want to open hundreds of location-based games all over the world. And Cyril had a talk about location-based gaming in Berlin, and I know that we had a slide in his presentation, and we promised that we will open a space here in Berlin with a very, very nice 40 minutes location-based game and not 8 minutes. And yeah, we delivered. And since May, more than 2,000 people played here, had a wonderful experience. I think we can be very proud here in Berlin, in Potsdam, to have one of the greatest, I think, one of the really, really great VR experience. And you have, there are not much spaces in the world where you can have 40 minutes team-based VR experience. That's not true. We have a lot of videos, but not the real spaces. And yeah, and it's not my thing, it's also his and Mark's thing, because they believed in this. They are not from the VR companies. They are not started VR 3 years ago. They do escape games. They just thought, it's a good idea, maybe we do it. And then we sit together and we say, yeah, let's do it. We start tomorrow. We don't plan everything. We don't start with getting big business plans or anything. No, we start tomorrow and we open in May. That's it. And I think we decided...
There was not that many time. There was not that many money. But there was, yeah, we can say there was a vision. And there was a great team, and special thanks to our team. I think it's like a family, so now Sven's also family for me, and Nico from Trotzkind. We did it together, and yeah, a lot of people I would like to mention, especially Max, my friend and partner, Lennart, who's sitting there, who's supporting us all day, Hannah, Jan, a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it's a great adventure, and developing this thing was also a great adventure. Thanks for having us here. Thanks to VR Now. We're happy.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've been all waiting for. It's time to present the grand prize, which is this beauty. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Stefan Schindler, chairman of the VRBB e.V.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually very, very proud to be here tonight, guys. First of all, I have to correct you. We are not 400 people here today. We thought we were going to be 400 a couple days ago.
I said
That's
over.
why you had it in your papers. We're actually 550 today, which is 10% up from last year. But great stuff, guys. Thank you all for coming. This has been a really excellent event, I think. I hope you felt the same way. Very interesting speeches. You know, do you remember the first one this morning of Ian? Excellent stuff. And also the last one that I heard from Thomas, albeit some technical glitches, Wonderful, you know, great atmosphere. We'll do it again next year, I'm absolutely sure. There's one more message that I have before we announce the grand prize. This is a competition, right? The award is a competition. There's another competition coming right here in this sort of area, in what we call the capital district of Germany. And it's going to be sponsored by the Ministry of Economics here. It's a competition for startups that are in the VR, AR, MR, media tech scene. I've told you about the Media Tech Hub initiative in the morning. The ministry will be setting up a competition for startups to apply for an 18-month stint in an office that is located within the Studio Babelsberg area, so right next to all the content creators. Very exciting space. You'll get 80% off the rent, so you only pay 20% of the rent. That's already low. You get gigabit internet access. You get access to consultants, to all kinds of people that can help you, access to investors. It's a really great opportunity to foster the industry here at this space. So watch out for the announcements. This has not been public yet. It's the first time this is being announced, but details will come out. So watch it and do apply so that next year we can have your submissions from these startups for the VR Now Awards. And now, of course, there's no nominees anymore for the grand prize, because the grand prize is given away amongst all the winners of the other categories. And I have to admit, I did preview the envelope. I did. I looked in it.
I don't know it.
You don't? It's great.
So tell us.
I'm really happy that the jury choose the experience that they choose. Let me just confirm if it's really the one I think it is.
You don't have to open it, it's in front, yeah.
Oh, it's in front, okay. You know,
now I know.
some people say that VR is all about either porn or shooting, you know, and it's not. And I'm convinced VR is really something, and this is to Thomas, that will make the world better. He asked us today, he asked, you know, do you think VR will make the world better, or will it lead us to dystopia? I'm convinced VR will make the world better, and that's why I'm super excited that the jury choose the foreign method as the grand prize for tonight.
Nos pusimos a estudiar diferentes alternativas terapéuticas y encontramos que en la realidad virtual existía un método pionero de intervención. Comenzamos con unos vídeos caseros y unas gafas de realidad virtual.
You deserve it.
Can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to read because I'm so excited. So, during this year, more than 40 people have been able to improve their recovery by using foreign method, but we want more people to benefit from it. We want to keep investigate. We want to keep research. We want to keep developing and improving. And this acknowledgement, like the one given here today at VR Now, we really appreciate, because we really need the help of this kind of events to be able to growing and help us, please help us, everybody here, help us to spread the word. Because, like he told before, no, like VR is also for help people, for further investigation and for need more research. We will get bigger impact if everybody can help to this project to go further. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, one final round of applause for all our nominees, winners, visitors, and of course, for all of you, for every single one of you. Thank you so much for being with us, for making this day even more amazing than it already was. And yes, we're done pretty much. But before we all go, please, every nominee and participant and everyone that kind of feels that he deserves to be on stage, come up for a final photo to have like a proper, something that we can look back on and tell our grandchildren about. And yes, thank you so much for being here, for being a part of the VR Now Awards. It was a pleasure being your host. Thank you so much for being such an amazing audience. And of course, as once a wise man said, this is not the end, this is just the end of the beginning. Thank you very much. And of course, the party. How can I forget the party?